Because the Minister for Communications, Eslawusu Akufo, has been responding to this corruption risk assessment released by your organization.
What I've seen is your tweet that we spent some $1 million on the COVID tracker app, which is absolutely false. No contract has been awarded for that amount. I've also seen such figure put out as the amount spent for the launch of the app. That's also a segment of somebody's imagination. So I'm surprised that this organization, which claims it's putting together a corruption risk assessment COVID-19 response, would elevate. I'm even trying to choose my words carefully here. By rumors and absolute falsehoods as facts, and then package them in a nicely bound report and use that to impugn the integrity of this government and malign it. I can only speak for what, and I'll urge every other agency which has been mentioned in this report to also take a close look at what they claim to be the fact. Then we can have a conversation. No one contacted us when they were compiling this report. I don't know how they came up with these figures, whether they just plucked them from the air and plunked them in their report. But I'm putting them to strict proof of what they allege to be the cost of the COVID tracker app and the cost of its launch. They should produce the contract and the invoices which led to that amount that they put in there. If they really are researchers, let's just talk.
Was the COVID-19 tracker app developed by Messrs. iQuint Technologies and Ascend Digital Solutions? Is that the case?
I have said publicly that Ascend Digital Solutions, which is one of the service providers working with the National Information Technology Agency, decided to use this as their corporate social responsibility and support of government, as other corporate institutions were also doing at the height of the pandemic. Some donated money, some donated items, some donated their services. And this company donated its services as its contribution to government COVID response. They have not been paid a pesewa from any public fund for what they did, because that is what they opted to do in support of government.
Right.
So I want to see the supposed contract that they claim the government of Ghana has signed with these entities for the provision of these services. I am really anxious to cite the contract that they report in this assessment that they've done.
What of iQuint Technologies?
Communications or central government have signed any such contract with anybody.
What of iQuint Technologies? He said that Ascend Digital Solutions did this as their corporate social responsibility. What about iQuint Technologies, the one owned by...
I do not know iQuint Technologies. My dealings on this matter were with Ascend Digital Solutions. I don't know how they procure the system. So, who the service providers they work with are their own responsibility. I don't drill down to those details. I have not signed any contract with iQuint Technology. And if the supposed researchers have any such contract, let them produce it. That's the argument I'm making. Government of Ghana, as part of the development of the COVID-19 tracker app, and you can quote me anywhere, did not pay a pesewa to anybody for the development of this app or for the launch of this app. I've said so umpteen times, and I stand my honor. If anybody has any facts to the contrary, let them produce it.
Do you plan on taking on this group since you are so convinced that this is a publication that amounts to falsehood?
And whoever this research should also be interested in. If they just packaged a bunch of rumors, lies, and speculation floating on social media and elevated it to the status of fact. We should not be very concerned. If you call yourself a researcher, at least do the bare minimum to get facts to back the assertions that you make. And don't just close social media rumors and facts and speculation and figments of people's imagination into elevate that to the status of fact and package it as the truth about government's COVID response. I think it is absolutely unethical for any so-called researcher to do that. And if I had my way, that organization would be blacklisted from doing any serious work for any international organization. They do a lot of discredit to the research community. And if I am challenging this one fact, I think it puts the entire package of lies that they took out there, the entire work, it brings its credibility into serious questions. And I urge every institution that has been named in this research to take a copy of that report, look at it, and verify whether or not what is put out there is a figment of their information or it's what really happened.
I just...
So that was Communications Minister speaking to my colleague Daniel Dazi on Prime Morning on Joy.